What's up, y'all? Welcome to Monday Meditations, a little series I'm going to start where I just think out loud for a little bit about a specific topic. On the first episode today, I'm going to talk about your health, something that I think we should all take rather seriously. I know some of us do, some of us don't. Some of us eat like crap. I'm guilty of indulging from time to time. Uh, but about 3 or 4 years ago, I guess, it's about 4 years ago now, I started having anxiety attacks. I didn't know what they were at the time. And the first time that it happened, I just thought I was about to have a stroke or a heart attack. I didn't know what was going on. And went to a cardiologist, had all kinds of tests ran, did stress tests, echocardiograms, blah, blah, blah. Nothing wrong with my heart. Blood pressure a little on the high side, but no big deal. But anyway, that kind of was an eye-opening experience. And not that I am, the picture of health or anything, but I do try to, take my fitness and my health a little more seriously. I try to walk a lot. I think walking is huge. I think it's a fantastic thing to do for your body, thing to do for your health, your blood pressure. For the first time in my life, I'm almost 35 years old. And about 6 months, 8 months ago, the first time in my life I've ever been able to do a pull-up. And that was a big deal to me, to be able to do a pull-up. And now if I'm really trying, I can knock out like 6 or 8 pull-ups. But, just food for thought, no pun intended. Think about what you're eating. Think about what that's doing to your body. Think about your lifestyle. Is it sedentary, or do you get activity in during the day at your job? I work a relatively physical job myself in the construction industry. Just think about this kind of thing. Because at the end of the day, your body is also a tool. When you think about personal defense, self-defense, minute man kind of mindset. What the heck? If something happens in your community, you may have this big grand fantasy in your head that you're going to be the modern day Minuteman, but if you can't run a mile without getting out of breath, are you even going to be able to get to the action, let alone being able to be effective when your adrenaline is through the roof and your heart rate is soaring at 160 or 170? Talking to myself here too, I could do better. I could do more cardio. But just things to think about, Try to take care of yourself, and it's going to translate also into longevity in your life, Will add years to your life. If you're smoking, stop smoking. Quit. That is like the worst thing, I think, at least one of the worst things, if not the worst thing you can do for yourself is smoking. Now, I use tobacco. I use smokeless tobacco, I dip, but very infrequently. Some people will dip a can a day. I dip like 1 can a week, maybe 1 can every week and a half. But that's nowhere near like smoking. Smoking will destroy your body over time. So, I don't know, just things to think about. Keep your health in mind. Keep your health in mind. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite here. I'm talking to myself as well. So, let's all try to do a little better. Take a little more care of ourselves. Drink plenty of this stuff every day. Water. Good for your body. Take your vitamins. Eat right. Let's take care of ourselves and be ready to, defend ourselves, our families, our neighbors if we need to. So, anyway, thanks for watching. God bless y'all. See you in the next video.